Hey y'all, I'm Jim.
I'm Angie.
We are on the Ozark Highlands Trail, the OHT. We're doing the first 10 miles because we want just a nice leisurely stroll and we only have a short amount of time, so we picked 10 miles. We're going from the western terminus, Lake Fort Smith, and we're going to stop at Dockerys Gap. Anything to say?
Nope.
Okay, well, she's got nothing to say and neither do I, so let's roll. The trail starts at Lake Fort Smith at pretty much the visitor center, and it's a paved path down to the lake, and it's going to follow the lake until, yep, we're just going to kind of skirt the lake until we get to Frog Bayou. There's a really nice overlook of the lake right off the bat. We got a trail sign in right there, but I want to go check out the lake first. Looks like it's got some really nice facilities. I feel like you're stalling. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, let's go.
This is where we do our trail sign in. And it's not much of a trail sign in.
Well, that's
okay.
Cute.
Trail starts from at the visitor center and goes downhill slightly on a rocky path that used to be maybe a road of some sort. Maybe it's kind of hard to tell. We're right next to the lake. It's super beautiful. And we're following white blazes, and I see one. Cool. It's going to turn into a real trail now, isn't it? Just a reminder that when you start feeling like your equipment is being a problem, to fix it. Right now, Angela felt like her shoe was a little loose, so she's fixing it before it turns into a problem. This is the way of the hiker. Hey guys, I just thought I'd share a little tip that I kind of figured out on my own about trekking poles. So a lot of times when we stop, we take our poles off, and sometimes we have to either lay them down or put them against a tree, which is all fine and good, but inevitably they always fall to the ground, and then you have a pack on your back and you're leaning over, and then it just causes all kinds of problems. And if you're on a steep incline, if they fall, they can actually fall downhill. So what I do, whenever I stop, I always stop at a tree when possible, and I take one loop and put it over the handle, and then I take the other loop and come over the top and put it over the handle, and then I cross them like this and lean them. It makes them super stable to where they don't fall. It's super easy, and it's what I do every time. If it helps you, that's awesome. If not, then So we found this concrete thing. I'm not really sure what it is.
Maybe an old well?
Yeah, I'm thinking an old well. That means there must be some kind of, someone must have lived around here somewhere, maybe.
I see, looks like foundation blocks right there.
Really?
Yeah. Looks like it anyway.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe an old cabin or some.
We'll see. Kind of found a cool spot where there's just tons of ivy everywhere. It's everywhere. It's like the only spot we've seen so far like this. Pretty neat. It's like its own little mini biome. I think it's gonna last very long. They're just owning these trees. Pretty cool. Found the old chimney. Pretty cool. I don't know what its purpose was. If anybody does, leave a comment, let me know.
There's definitely a house here because you can see foundation there.
Some really cool rock structures. Trees are kind of in the way. Not a water source. So our water crossing isn't much of a water crossing, as you can see. We are gonna load up with water, and we're planning on taking a break so we can put our shoes on, but right now we just gotta find the other side. I don't know where the other trail is from here, so I'm gonna get on Gut Hook and figure out where we're supposed to cross over at. So we're both kind of bummed out. We were really looking forward to a water crossing, but as you can see, it's pretty dry and we're going that way. So far we've seen two couples of people, two couples, I should say. One's going the same way we are, and we let them pass us, and then we ended up passing them again, and then once again we let them pass us. Then we had another couple rolling westward, which is the opposite of us. We're going eastward, and they just rolled right on through, and so far everybody's been super polite. It's hot out here in the middle of the rock bar. Oh, here comes someone with a dog. So as I was talking about people, we just saw a solo hiker with a little girl dog. That was kind of cool. It's the first dog we've seen. Super pretty. And we're just right now, we're gonna look for some shade, take a break, get hydrated up, and continue on. There's supposed to be a water source coming up that we're gonna use. That water back there was too mossy. We really didn't want to jack our filters up. And hey, how about right here? Okay, well, we're gonna sit down. We'll talk to you after a while. Okay, so we stopped for about 15 minutes to eat a quick lunch at that gravel bar. And it's probably about noon now. And saw a couple more people come through. Very popular trail. Oh, I see a white blaze, so we're still on path. And I was looking at Gut Hook, and it looks like we haven't really got to the crossing yet, the actual water crossing. That's probably a seasonal crossing that we just went over. So only time will tell. Should know in the next couple minutes. You still back there?
Yep.
Angela's still back there, so we're okay.
On my pack.
Yeah, we're at mile 3. The water was dry, so now we're low on water. So next water we see, we're gonna have to load up. So our plan for today is to hike the 6 mile, and there's a camp spot. And then we're just gonna call that good for one day, and then in the morning we'll have a 4 mile hike back to my car. That's the plan, but right now all the water sources have been dried up and we're running critically low on water. So we just kind of had a meeting and said that if we do get to the camp spot and we still don't have water, that we're just going to push on and finish the trail today, which neither one of us want to do that. We're wanting to camp, and it's going to get nice and cool tonight. It's a great day and night for camping, so hopefully that won't be the case. I do know that here after a while the trail is going to get close to the lake and then shoot off towards follow a creek that I believe is a tributary to the lake, and we're just going to, and the trail kind of follows that creek eastbound. So I have the feeling that we're going to find some water once we get near that area. Right now it's been kind of weird because we haven't seen much water, but I have faith we'll see water, so we'll see. We found a spur trail at a campsite at mile 4-1, and we took it down to the lake, but it is muddy to where I can get within 3 foot of it, and then it's just so muddy that it's not worth trying. Sucks. The search for water continues. All right, we're at 4.9 and we finally found some water. I don't know if you can see it, there's a little tiny puddle right there. And I just walked over there and we fill up bags and bring it back and let Angela process it. So we're good to go. We took about a 20-minute break. We got, both of us have both of our water jugs full and all of our dirty bags are full. So we are good to camp in a mile. So we'll probably catch it there unless something cool happens between now and then. Check you later. Okay, well, it looks like I had some bad information. I was told mile 6 had a camp spot. It's not there. There was one at 5, but not 6. And the one at 5 was taken. So we're at about 6.3 right now, and we're still walking. Gut Hook doesn't show a camp spot until you get about mile 17, I think, which is farther than we're actually going. So I ordered a map, an Ozark Highlands Trail map, western side, from the association, and I got it a few days, and I was consulting it, and I saw that there is a camp spot at about mile 8.5. So worst case scenario, that's where we'll go. I mean, actually, ultimate worst case scenario is we get there and there's someone in it. And if that's the case, then we're just gonna walk the whole 10 and go home. Call it a day, a long day. But I don't think it's gonna happen. I think we've had pretty good luck so far. It's been dry. The water sources there at the first 4 miles kind of sucked. But since we decided to carry shitloads of water, it seems like we've seen lots of water sources. So we just got done taking about a 15-minute break, and I got a 700 milliliter bottle, and I drank about half of the water out of one of those, which is 350, and then I refilled it from a dirty bag and mixed in some Propel, and I drank the whole 700 of that. So I pretty much over a liter of water right now in me. So my pack weight is down probably 2 pounds, which is awesome. And Angela's still going strong. She put some dry socks on and wet her bandana and cooled herself off a little bit. Overall, it was a good break, right?
Yep.
Yep, she agrees. Okay, so we made it to a camp spot at 7 3/4 miles, and we're done for the day. Angela's happy. Her feet are loving on her right now. We're getting ready to just chill out for the rest of the evening. And actually, I see a walking stick I want to show you. Super cool looking. So typically I don't bring music, but I brought luxury items today. We brought our Bluetooth speaker and my MP3 player, so we're listening to a little bit of music, nice one. And then Angela doesn't know about this. This is my luxury item I brought for us. Would you just look at that? Just look
for that Tupperware.
Look at it.
I haven't seen it.
I know. I don't want you to see it yet, because I got something else I got to dig out of my pack. So my tarp is deployed, as well as my hammock and underquilt. It's the second time I've used the Dutchware Ridgeline. Let me get on this side so the sun's not messing you with. So Dutchline, 30-foot Ridgeline. It's got a Dutch hook and a beetle and a wasp, which is, once you get used to it, they're great. They are absolutely great. I'm doing the tarp mod for the first time, which gives me much more room on the inside. I mean, it's hard to tell, but I am not going to feel anything pushing against me tonight. And then my new beetle buckles with, I can't remember what that's called. I think it's a Dutch clip, but I'm not sure. That beetle buckles for the win. It's so easy to put up. My hammock gear tarp is awesome. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's breathing life into this whole setup. That's all there is to it. This is what I call set up and ready to go to sleep. I got the 13-foot or the 12-foot tarp, so it's oversized, which I like. And it's deployed and I'm happy. All I gotta do is tonight, whenever I go to bed, I'll pull that mitten hook off and just slide it over the edge of that thing to where it's closed off like the other end is, and we're golden. Angela's over there working hers. She's got the regular version hammock like mine, Hennessy Explorer, I believe. And she's got the Potomac underquilt like mine. And she is now deploying her Hennessy tarp. I can't remember what kind it is, but
It's
Monsoon. It's a monsoon. She's got the monsoon, and she's getting ready to get it on. It is 20 after 7. It is 76, almost 77 degrees, and we are rehydrating food. I'm eating some of the chili that I made a couple months ago, and Angela is rehydrating stroganoff. And we're listening to music. We're chilling in our chair zeros. Camp is made, and the sun is going down. It's about to be a beautiful evening, folks. Stay tuned. It's about 62 degrees, just about 63. It's the morning. We both survived the night. We're drinking coffee and filling up our water bottles. We're not in any big hurry because they've only got about, what do we got, about 3 miles? Less than 3. We got less than 3 miles, so we're just chilling out and gonna drink a couple cups of coffee, and we'll be on our way. Get our stuff packed. Mm-hmm. So we're just about packed up. We're getting ready to run to the car. We got about 2.5 miles-ish. And we're ready to go. Got everything packed up, and like I said, it's time to go. Okay, well, it's 10 after 9. It's 68 degrees, and we are walking. As I've already said multiple times, we've only got a couple miles, so we'll get home before noon probably, or to the car at least before noon. Had a good evening. Quiet night for being in the middle of the woods. So Angela's decided to take point this morning, and she doesn't usually walk in front, but
I might have a spider in my hair.
You're okay, I don't see anything.
It's on the top of my head.
She plans on doing a solo at some time, so she needs to get used to breaking webs with her face. The webs are pretty thick right now. There hasn't been any hikers yet this morning that we have seen, and pretty much webs between every possible spot. So she's getting a little practice in this morning.
Look at this one on the quad.
So we're at the Jones Creek crossing right now, and Angela's down to 1 bottle, so she's gonna fill up with water.
There's a little spring going on here.
So we came out of right there. We're gonna cross, and then there's a blaze on that tree and a blaze on that tree over there. I'm having a hard time. Anyhow, the trail goes right through there. So that's what we're looking at. And the next little bit is we're gonna go down just a little bit more, which is crazy because we're at creek level, but it shows it go down just a little bit, and then it goes up massively for quite a while. So that's what we're looking at. So I just noticed a sign while I was sitting there talking to you guys. We walked right by it, and neither one of us saw it. I always like looking at the signs just for the hell of it, even if they're generic. Hike trail. No motorized vehicles. This is a really pretty area. Got some fairly deep pools of water. Little fish are jumping. Saw some big black butterflies. It's just a really nice place. Bunch of minnows. I know you can't see them probably, but minnows. Maybe a baby bass. It's pretty big for a minnow. And we're just chilling out, getting ready to do probably the hardest part of this whole 10 mile trail, 10 mile section. Actually, not even a section. It's more of a leg of a section. So a subsection. I don't know what the proper terminology is. Anyhow, it's about time to get it on. So we're at about mile 9. Still breaking webs with my face. and we're kind of plateaued out right now as far as the map goes. We're getting ready to start heading down. It looks like it's going to be a descent that goes down pretty quick as far as elevation and the amount of time. It's going to be a short amount of time, lots of elevational drop, and then that should end our trail. We should, at the end of that elevational change, we should find Old Lock Road, and that's where my car is parked. So the end is near. It's been a good one. Hate to see it stop, but we both smell really bad and we're ready for some food. I know that's lame after only 10 miles, but we didn't have a whole lot of time this weekend to dedicate, so we did what we could. I'm super happy with what we did. Angela set her whole shelter up on her own. I got to set my new shelter, my new suspension on my hammock up for the first time in real time, and my tarp, and I did my pole mod for the first time. Worked out great. I loved it. So Angela got to break some webs with her face for the first time. That's nice. She needs that learning. And I guess we'll catch you on the bottom side of this descent. 1 more mile to go. Still breaking webs. Whoa. Okay, we're coming up to a road. It says locked, but I don't understand. It doesn't seem like we went a mile. Unless maybe the trailhead isn't where I thought it was. This is definitely the road we're parked on. Oh, and there's my car. Here's the actual path right here, babe.
Huh. Interesting.
So, I guess I'm not even sure we did the descent that we thought we were going to do. I'm kind of surprised that guy saw my car. Well, people, we're going to get in my car. I'm going to take the legs off my pants, turn them into shorts. I'm going to take my shoes off and get my water shoes on, let my feet breathe. And then we're going to crank some AC and go get her car and go get a bite to eat. How does that sound, babe?
Sounds good.
What do you think about the trail? Give me a critique.
It was really good. It was just the right amount of challenge in the beginning. The end was a little rough, but
Why?
it was just steep incline, really steep for 3/4 of a mile.
Sounds about right.
You know, it's
Switchbacks.
yeah. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't as bad as other ones that we've done. So
Yeah, I agree. Well, awesome.
Yeah.
So, you're happy with the trail?
I am.
I am too.